Hello everybody, welcome back to Rachel Reads. My name is Rachel. I love to read and write Christian fiction, and today I'm talking about books I'm excited for in 2024. So if I seem a little rushed or a little anxious, this is the second time I'm trying to film this because part of the way through my video the first time there was a glare, a very blatant glare all over. So I'm having to refilm this again, and my throat is starting to get dry as I've been talking so much. So if I seem rushed or like stressed, I'm trying to get this done because I'm trying to film 2 videos today. It's going to be great. Hopefully I'll be able to talk about the books quickly because there are 2 books I have to add at the end and remember. So yeah, I'm not going to spend any time on anything. If I need to add something, I will edit something in or do a voiceover of some sort. So let's get started before my voice dies. Book 1 is Fragile Designs by Colleen Coble. This is about the Fabergé egg, and it has to do with some sort of family drama, as well as the fact that this family, I think, is like fixing up a beach house. I'm not really for sure. I don't have any of the dates or synopses right in front of me, but that is what I've heard it's about. So this is the first book that I'm very excited for. I love Colleen Coble. She has wrote some romantic suspense that I've really enjoyed. I'm not for sure if it's a series. I think it might be, but I'm not for sure. The next 2 books are books 1 and 2 in Lynette Eason's new series. Book 1 is Double Take, which is part of the Lake City Heroes. Book 2 is Target Acquired. These are romantic suspense. I know book 1 has something to do with an ex-military or someone who's come out of the military, and it sounds like it might have a little bit of a psychological thriller spin on it, but I'm not for sure. But yeah, I love Lynette Eason, so I definitely plan on reading them. The next book is One Wrong Move by Danny Petrie. This is book 1 in Jeopardy Falls. This is about Christian, I think that's his name, and it has to do with some sort of art in New Mexico, Christian romantic suspense. That's about all I know. I'm really excited though. Very excited about this, and yeah. The next book is The Elusive Truth of Lily Temple by Joanna Davis and Napolitano. Y'all know I'm trying to own all of her books and read all of them. I have read all of them up to this point, but this seems to be about an actress whose name is Lily Temple, quite possibly. And it seems like we are following a male perspective who is a news reporter writing about Lily Temple, so I'm super excited to see what that's about. And it sounds like it takes place in the 20s. She typically writes in the late 1800s. The next book is While the City Sleeps by Elizabeth Camden. This is book 1 in Women of Midtown. I heard Lou over at Christian Faith and Fiction talk about this. It seems to be like a mystery that goes on during the night. I'm not for sure about a lot about it, but it's Christian and historical. The next book is Never Fall Again by Lynn H. Blackburn, which is book 1 in Gossamer Falls. I was reading one of her series. I cannot think of its name currently, and I want to finish it, so I obviously added this to the list. I knew nothing about it. I had not looked at the synopses or when it comes out or anything. The next book is Meeting Your Match by Jen Turano. This is book 3 in her Matchmaker series. We are following a character. I'm not for sure which one because I haven't read book 2, but there'll be matchmaking, and this is Christian historical. It's going to be hilarious because it's Jen Turano. So the next book is 8 Down by Kimberly Woodhouse. This is book 2 in Alaskan Cyber Hunters. From the cover, it looks like it has something to do with crosswords. This is book 1, which I'm currently reading, 26 Below. It's interesting, I will say, but I have not finished it yet. The pacing, I will say right now, is a little weird. Not in a bad way, though. I'll talk about my wrap-up, but yeah, I'm super excited to finish it and see what it's all about. This is book 1, though. And that is book 1. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what it's all about. The next book is The Divine Proverb of Streusel by Sarah Brensvold. She wrote The Death of Mrs. Kipp as commonly known. And I've really been wanting to read that book. I just have not gotten around to it yet, but I do plan on getting to it soon. But this is her next book. It has to do, I'm not really for sure. I did read the description. Mainly I just love the cover. I think the cover is really pretty for some reason. But obviously it has to do with some sort of possibly like baking. Maybe there's a grandmother figure. I'm not for sure. Again, really don't know. The next 3 books are books 2, 3, and 4 in Lisa Harris's Shadow Stalker series. Book 1 is The Lies We Believe. Book 2 is The Secrets We Keep. Book 3 is The Enemy Between Us. And book 4 is The Truth We Seek. This seems to be a psychological thriller suspense sort of book. I don't know if we're following the same characters or different characters. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what it's all about. I loved her U.S. Marshal series, so I'm super excited to read these. The next book is The Sleuth of Blackfriars Lane by Michelle Greep. She wrote The Thief of Blackfriars Lane and The Bride of Blackfriars Lane. I know book 2 had mixed reviews while everyone loved book 1, so I do want to read books 2 and 3 just to see what it's about, and I'm super excited to see that it's book 3 in the series. The next book is Up from the Dust by Heather Kaufman. This is Martha's story in Women of the Way. I'm assuming this is biblical fiction about Martha. Y'all know I love the story people by this author, so I'm super excited to see what this one is about. So yeah. The next book is Lady of Disguise by Melanie Dickerson. This is book 6 in the Daracot Tales. I've not read book 5, which is Cloak of Scarlet, a Little Red Riding Hood. This book in particular is Jack and the Beanstalk, and I know this girl is like searching for gold and riches to help her family, set in like England, Scotland, and this is Christian YA medieval. So yeah. The next book is Tracking Tilly, The Little Red Truck Mysteries #1 by Janice Thompson. This is a Christian cozy mystery. Y'all know I loved Off the Chain by her. I give it 5 stars. So beautiful. I'll talk about it in my recent reads. But yeah, this seems to be a new cozy mystery series she has coming out, and I'm super excited to read it and see what it's all about. The last 2 books I did forget to add on the pictures, but one is The Roads We Follow by Nicole Deese. This is like, I'm assuming it's Christian literary fiction with romance. That's what the first book, The Words We Lost, was about. I'm super excited. I love the cover of the first book. I do like the second book. I think the green's an interesting choice. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this book. The last book I want to talk about today is Ariadne and the Legend of the Fire Rose by Christy Cole. She is actually a fellow booktuber on this community, and her book is coming out in January. I'm super excited to see it. I definitely plan on buying or pre-ordering it whenever I can. But yeah, this is like YA fantasy, and it has like fairy tale inspiration from it. I'm not for sure which fairy tale. I could quite possibly be Sleeping Beauty, but I'm not for sure. I think it's like very light inspiration, and obviously it's going to be Christian, clean, because Miss Christie is a Christian. And yeah, I'm super excited. I love seeing all her updates on what's going on and behind the scenes stuff like that. So yeah, that is the last book I want to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope God bless you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.